Tube. There we go. Are we back on? So the thing that sucks about Art Basel is that it happens during the week. Okay, it looks like we're back on. I don't want to miss out on YouTube, guys. I have 5 subscribers there, and I haven't been posting anything for them. Okay, we're live. Fantastic. All right, the thing that sucks about Art Basel here in the city of Miami is that it happens usually within the week. And that's a terrible time, especially when you got to wake up early and go to work. All right, somebody like Kenny Powers over here on Instagram wants to do an 8-ball with his friends. Now, I'm not judging him. And the people of Miami, we treat the white powder the same way Seattle treats marijuana laws. It's legal for the community. It's just not legal in the court systems. You know what I'm saying? We pass around cocaine like it's all good. Here's a little tip for you guys. If you ever plan on visiting Miami during Art Basel, whatever you do, do not tell the plug you're from out of town. If you tell them you're a local, you get the premium stuff. If you tell the plug you're from out of town, they're going to cut your stuff. I'm telling you. They're going to finesse you. Do not let the people know. If you got a Russian accent, say you're from Sunny Isles. If you got a New York accent, say you're Italian, born in Miami. But whatever you do not say, I am from Europe or I am from New York. All right? You might as well buy baking soda at a local CVS that's open 24 hours. You got to be careful out there, man, because during Art Basel, everyone's trying to scam everybody, man. We know you're out there with your money. Tourists, all right? We know if you flew all the way from London to come here to look at some art, quote unquote, we know what you really want to do. You want to mingle with the rich folks. Somebody's going to pretend to be rich, and then guess what? Your money's gone. Oh, man. Great for you, Kenny. All right. Nelly Marina, what's going on? Dosa. Cindy, what's going on? Ruben. I worked at Basel. So Cindy says, I worked at Art Basel for years back in 2012, and times have changed. Well, that's the beautiful thing about Art Basel. In the beginning, Art Basel used to be primarily in Wynwood. Remember that? Now it's primarily anywhere. Anyone's throwing an Art Basel event at this point. You could go to a Bed Bath & Beyond, and they're throwing a 20% off whatever you find there because it's Art Basel week. Your local bakery, Cuban coffee shop in the corner is throwing Art Basel events. Everything is on sale during Art Basel. Everyone's doing an event. Everyone has something going on. Just recently, I got an invitation to go do a yacht party, to go like host a yacht party or something like that. And then I looked at their profile, and it's like their first time doing this. They rented out a whole yacht, and then they're just bringing people on there. And it's like, bro, anyone could just throw a party at this point. I got a backyard. You're going to be seeing a Miami Comedy Backyard Art Basel party eventually on how easy it is to promote an event during this week. And shout out to all the Uber drivers out there during these times. We do this every year, but let's have a moment of silence for all the Uber drivers this week. May you make a lot of money, guys, because it's going to be rough out there. I don't know why Uber drivers would be like, you know what, guys, it's Art Basel. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get some money. You're going to be stuck in traffic doing the same amount of jobs you most likely would be doing as you would if there wasn't that much traffic. How many people can you pick up when you're stuck in the Palmetto for 3 hours? Think about it. You're going to be stuck with somebody in the car for 3 hours? Oh. And you know what, Uber drivers, I don't really feel that bad for you anymore because I've been hanging out with the ladies and they've been admitting to me that you guys hook up. Uber drivers are like the last call for the ladies. They won't tell you this. They will not tell you this, but I'm an insider. And I've heard a lot of ladies saying that they've hooked up with their Uber drivers because they were at the club. Nobody approached them. Their Uber driver looks a little cute. Next thing you know, you're banging. I'm telling you, don't feel bad for Uber drivers. As a matter of fact, more power to you, Uber drivers. Go out there, get your tips, and put your tip in at the same time. Oh! Yeah, I know you ladies are out there hooking up with your Uber drivers. Don't lie. Don't lie. Especially the ladies that like the Latino man. It's like, ooh, he's got an accent. Or he doesn't even know how to speak English at all. He must be great in bed. All right. Cindy says, thank God I work from home now. This traffic is insane. What happened to the days where we went out at 10 a.m., run errands, and no one was outside? I don't know what neighborhood you're living in, Cindy, but from my understanding in Miami, every night is lit. All the time. There's no escaping the parties around here. It's either a house party happening down the street, there's an event happening at the local bar. It's always lit. And guess what happens? If your establishment is not lit in the city of Miami, you're out of business. If you think about all the places that have survived, whether through economic recession or the pandemic, it's all the places that were lit. Once you don't know how to get your establishment lit, you're going out of business. Count your days. I don't even know, how do businesses stay in business unless you have a promoter in Miami? That's the only way. Shout out to promoters. The promoters of Miami is the reason we have such a thriving economy here. We don't give them enough credit. Promoters out there just texting you, emailing you, hollering at your girl, telling her to bring her girlfriends to have a girls' night out. You know why your girlfriend's having a girls' night out? Because some guy promoted her. Promoters out there really ruining homes, man. And they don't care. They're trying to make their $20 a head. And make sure you buy bottles so that guy can get a little extra for putting the effort. All right? John Gregory, what's up? G-Rez says, money laundering during Art Basel. Hey, man, you don't want to get involved with that kind of transaction, okay? You don't want to get involved with that industry. You let the money launderers do their thing. You don't get involved. You don't blow the whistle. You don't rat them out. Let them do their thing, man. We're all out here paying taxes. We're all out here, taking a bite out of inflation. We got to do our things to make sure that we keep every cent we can at this point. And sometimes when you got to do a little laundering, you do a little laundering, all right? It's all good. It's all good. I ain't judging. Now, I don't have the balls to do it. I don't even know how to money launder. What would be the most effective way to money launder as a comedian? Manny, here's 10 grand. All right, say that this is for a nonprofit through the comedy show. Yeah, where? We made $10,000 at Red Bar. Yeah, we ran a charity. There was only 12 people there. Money laundering in Miami really be like a whole industry. What do you do for a living? Oh, I launder some money. Oh, word? That's what's up. All right, cool. My uncle runs a import-export. More or less the same thing. Oh, man. Shout out to Purple Miami. I'm not familiar with Purple Miami. I don't do downtown anymore. The tourists could have it. Downtown Miami still isn't popping. Last I checked. I mean, the only thing that's popping is our comedy nights at Tipsy Flamingo. On Sundays, shameless plug. Welcome back, G-Reds. Narlethatica. How do we pronounce that? Mausa Rakeb. Dan, what's going on? Let's see. What else? Where are you going to be? Saturday night. Mr. Mitchell 11. No, we don't have a Saturday night show, but we're working on it. We're going to have a special show, hopefully at a very special location, if it goes through. I got to do a lot of negotiating. I got to be like Donald Trump. I got to show up with a demeanor like it can go either way, with my pouty lip looking around like, what do we got here? All right, okay. You got to take photos with the owner of the venue, right? Make sure you make us both look thin when he's the only fat guy. You got to do your thing. You got to go out there. You got to get political with the venue owners, and then eventually they might give you a Saturday night spot. We'll see. Stay tuned. All right, well, let me ask you guys a question. What are you guys planning on doing during Art Basel? I'm out of here. I'm going on a mini vacation, or shall I say a staycation. I'm leaving Miami during Art Basel. You guys are too wild for me. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to go take a drive. I'm going to St. Petersburg. I'm going to go hang out at the beaches. I'm going to go ride jet skis, and I'm going to chill. And guess what? Over in St. Petersburg, they got better art museums than in Miami. That's right, I said it. Miami, you're awesome during Art Basel. Don't get me wrong. The parties are great. The people that come here are great. But I'm just not part of that scene anymore. Well, sometimes I am. It depends on what liquor I'm drinking that night. But for now, it's not seeming like I'm going to drink anything harder than just light beer this week, okay? But over in St. Petersburg, they have the Dali Museum. It's the oldest city in Florida. According to what I read on TripAdvisor, they have museums about their history. They have a lot of other art museums, especially local, okay? They got places where local live bands play. I'm going to get artistic during Art Basel, just not here in Miami. Because here in Miami, when you try to get artistic, somebody is trying to give you cocaine or trying to give you tequila shots, or there's a girl looking to see if you got a crypto wallet, and then she's going to, copy and paste that when you're not looking, whatever. All right? Another people I want to give a shout out to during these times are the sugar daddies. That's right. You guys, along with the promoters, are keeping the Miami economy thriving. There's a reason why there's so many ladies that go out during Art Basel is because they know you're out there. Protect your wallet, sugar daddy, okay? I'm going to be one of you when I get older. Trust me. All right, I'm already working on it. I'm saving up on my 401k religiously, knowing one day I'm going to cash that out for a special someone. There's going to be someone special for me who I shall cash out this 401k for. I hope I find her. That's the love of my life. That's actually a good one right there. That's a good bit. In Miami, the only love you can expect to find is the person you'll cash out your 401k to. In Miami, the love of your life will make you cash out your 401k early. Speaking of 401k, what happened to crypto? What happened to NFTs? Remember Miami was the #1 crypto space in the world? Where you at, crypto people? Well, here's one right here. All my crypto went belly up. I'm still holding on. I didn't sell it. But I'm looking at that wallet, and I'm like, damn, I'm close to even zero. But back in the day, Art Basel, 2 years ago, Art Basel was all about NFTs and crypto. Now imagine having to explain to somebody what an NFT is now. Imagine you invested in NFTs, and then now you have to explain to somebody in 2022 who's not familiar with the NFT space what it is. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even mention it at this point. In 2022, don't even mention the word or the acronym NFT at all. Do not mention it. It only makes you look bad. Don't even say you're a crypto daddy anymore. Remember that was also a name? Oh, I'm a crypto daddy. Don't tell nobody that. All right? Go with the old school forms of communicating that you're wealthy. Say that you got a nice car, you got a penthouse in Brickell, and that you have a yacht. You can't go wrong with those three. A penthouse, a foreign car, and a yacht. Those are assets here in Miami. Those are the kind of assets in Miami that will forever make you wealthy. Because everybody looks at that and be like, that guy is successful. Even though you might not even have the money to pay those things back. Even though you might get foreclosed. Even though you might get your yacht sunken somehow, because yachts always be sinking, right? Even if you get your car repossessed, nobody has to know. It's all about the conversation. You ever gone in a conversation with somebody, you just lie to them? I do it all the time. Some girl I know I'm never going to see again is like, oh yeah, my Ferrari's out in the back. I'm like, oh my God, can I get in a ride? I was like, nah, baby, I'm not really feeling the vibe. I got to get out of here, man. Oh my God, he rejected me. What's your Instagram? And then she goes in and sees my Honda Civic and be like, that mother. All right, anyways, what are you guys going to do once you see a celebrity out there? They're coming. This is the time when you can actually meet a celebrity hanging out just about anywhere during Art Basel. Art Basel is the kind of place that you could be partying at one of those like warehouse parties, and then like somebody that's extremely famous would just be out there on the dance floor. This is your time, Miami, to go out there and actually start harassing some celebrities. Whatever, man, that's on them. What are they doing partying in public like that? No one told those celebrities to go out there and not get VIP. Why is Pharrell mingling with us out here in the open? The amount of times I've seen Pharrell out in the streets of Miami is incredible. It's uncanny. It's almost weird. I almost felt like he was following me at some point. I've seen this guy like 3 times in like a month. See, the first time I saw Pharrell, I saw him shopping casually at the Miami Design District. Why was I there? Yeah, because, I go out there and I make some money to, buy myself a nice pair of shoes, right, that I wear for one night and return. No, just kidding. No, I just go out and people watch, man, because Miami Design District is a really cool place to go out and start seeing how the wealthy people operate. And let me tell you guys something. You think that wealthy people are part of the Illuminati? No. You think that they're like conspiracies about the wealthy? Go to Miami Design District and go see what the wealthy are doing. They're over there buying $3,000 shoes and eating ice cream, all right? I looked around, I saw all these wealthy people doing that stuff, and I'm like, you know what? The 1% ain't so bad. They're just like me. All right, so yeah, I saw Pharrell over at the Design District, just shopping casually, walking up and down. Second time I saw Pharrell, I was over at Hillstone in Coral Gables. He was just there dining, having lunch with some lady. All right, and then the third time, I don't know, you might see Pharrell over at the Guitar Center buying stuff for his studio. You don't know, man. Celebrities, they walk around casually during Miami because the locals are superstars in their own way. You know, we're out here getting lit. We're doing parties for no reason. We're eating paselitos and drinking, cafecitos. We're living life in Miami. Of course, celebrities want to mingle with us. Back in the day when I used to be a marketer for Sea Spice, Justin Bieber pulled up in a yacht and just started dining with everybody casually on a Sunday brunch. Now, do I fan out whenever I see a celebrity? No, absolutely not. I try not to be that guy, where I kind of just like walk up and be like, oh my God, you're Pharrell. Can I take a photo with you? Because, I've been there. Not saying I'm a celebrity, but, people approach me sometimes and it's just like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm not really accustomed to this. Maybe they are. I don't know. But I mean, if I was really famous, wouldn't it be offensive if somebody started acting casually around you? Like if I was like a superstar like The Rock, and then somebody that's not part of my circle is like hanging around, but he's not like all excited that I'm like in his space, and be like, yo, I'm The Rock, man. Stop acting so calm. I don't even know who you are. Get excited. Who is this guy, man? I don't know. He's making me nervous, acting all casual around me. I'm a superstar. No, I've seen celebrities, and I try not to be that person. It must be annoying. I mean, think about it. Think about you going everywhere, and then everywhere you go, somebody wants to take a photo with you. Somebody says, oh, my God, I can't believe it's you. I've had situations where people would approach me, and they would know me by name through the Miami comedy thing, and then I wouldn't know how to act around them. And it's a little embarrassing for me because it's like, they call me by name. Oh, my God, hey, what's up, Manny? And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? And he goes, you remember my username? Absolutely not. Man, fuck this guy. Like I was supposed to remember your that little circle of an avatar on Instagram. I'm supposed to, oh, yeah, G-Reds123. That's right. What's up, man? Yeah, thanks for all the likes. Yeah, appreciate you. I don't know, man. Being recognized in public is a weird thing. What's up, Curse and Blessings? Welcome back. So celebrity sightings, this is your time, okay? This is your time to go out there and start harassing some celebrities. Why not? Why not, man? Celebrities want to be called out on during Art Basel because it makes them look good. It's a good thing to brand themselves as such, as the guy that when you go out to a place like Art Basel, people are like, yo, what's up, man? How are you? But, yeah, Art Basel, man. That's quite the event. It's exciting. It's exciting to have Art Basel come around. And it's whoever came up with Art Basel is really smart because they do it the week right after Thanksgiving. They know what they're doing. The week right after Black Friday and then the week of Cyber Monday. Everybody is turned up, and no one else gets turned up the way Miami gets turned up. You go see your abuelita during Thanksgiving. You go to your Friendsgiving event, you get high, you get drunk, you start feeling it, right? Oh my God, the holidays are coming. It's almost the end of the year. We got a 1 month countdown. Here we go. I'm full, I'm high, I'm drunk. It's time to get lit. And then right next week, it's almost like the holidays have an even longer extension in Miami because everybody is now out doing stuff. And there's so much to do that you can never be able to do it all at once. Every nightclub has an event. All your friends are going to all the cool places. You don't even know who to hang out with. One friend is going to go to South Beach. The other friend's going to Brickell. You got another group of friends going to Wynwood. Who's your bestie in that situation? Who are you going to? It's like, well, I don't feel like going to Wynwood. Oh, my God, how dare you? You're going to deny me because I'm here partying? Yeah, because I want to go to This other event over in South Beach, and let's face it, the South Beach ones are a little bit better. I'll tell you why. The wealth system in South Beach, shout out to South Beach for being the kind of place that has both wealthy and homeless people commingling. South Beach, I go there to, have a good meal, right? Whenever I'm in the fine dining kind of mood, I like to find the little restaurants hidden inside of the hotels. I almost gave my ID to a homeless guy standing outside a five-star restaurant because I thought it was the bouncer. The guy was just chilling. I was like, "How you doing, man? What's up?" Because even the homeless people in South Beach, they dress nice. Okay, sometimes I can't even tell the difference between a homeless person and a wealthy person in South Beach. It's the weirdest thing ever. They're both talking to themselves. Either one is schizophrenic or the other one is on drugs or even on Bluetooth. One time I almost gave $1 to a guy that was talking to himself, and he was on a call on his AirPods. It was a little embarrassing, but still, we laughed about it. I was like, "Oh, man, here's $1. You good?" He's like, "Oh, no, I'm on the phone. I'm doing a meeting." Well, man, your shorts and flip-flops definitely threw me off. So what are you trying to say? Just because I'm dressed like this, I'm homeless? No, man, I understand we're in South Beach. My bad. I know. True story, by the way. What's up, LMFAO Miami? Cindy Minis, what's going on? Mohammed, what's up? And so, if I were to have one preference to go out and enjoy Art Basel, it would be South Beach. South Beach gets the most lit. And another thing that's great about South Beach is not only is it a commingling of homeless and wealthy, you got both upper class, middle class, and lower class. You got them all there. And then you also have locals from Miami hanging out, and then you have the majority of tourists going there too. So if you put all that together, plus it being like a tourist trappy kind of place, you're on Ocean Drive, you go to all the bars there, you go to any hotel bar, you go to any nightclub in South Beach, you're bound to have an adventure. You're bound to have an adventure. Anything goes in Miami. Miami is its own Grand Theft Auto. It's like GTA. You meet people there. You hang out with people there. And the thing is, you can never really make a true friend in Miami Beach because the thing is, I used to live there for about 4 or 5 years. And I remember whenever I would meet somebody that I would get along with, they're immediately gone like 2 weeks after I meet them. So it's like you hang out, you establish a great bond, and then they move out, they leave. And then what are you going to do? You're going to be pen pals? No, man, that guy's gone forever. If you were to look at my Facebook friends, I will tell you that about 20% of those people I met one time. And that's a weird thing to do. That's a weird thing to be so close to somebody for such a short period of time, and then they're just gone forever. You never see those people again. Hey, that guy from Austria that I met back in 2011. You give him a like on their photo after 11 years of not seeing him. Hey, man, here's a like. Oh. Jay Moreno, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. Cowab 007. AU, what's up, man? Art Basel, man. Art Basel, it's going to get lit. I'm glad I'm out of here, though. Miami really is going to be banking from this. This is probably one of the biggest money grabs in Miami. And I ain't mad at it. A lot of classy people are going to be out in the streets. A lot of celebrities, a lot of locals. And I feel like Miami is just so smart in hosting its own Art Basel, even though we're clearly not an artistic city. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We have one art museum, and the last time I went there, it had the same gallery as it did before. But when we have Art Basel, some really cool art is like posted up, and some really cool events where it could be like a 3D immersion thing, or maybe like some artist, rents out a gallery, and then you have like a wine and cheese tasting. But then let's face it, the art is secondary to all the partying that happens. Okay? We're just here to party. Oh yeah, this is a $10 million painting by such and such, and I just bought it this week. And I'm excited to have it in my collection. I don't care. I need more wine. But parties are a lot better. Parties are a lot better when there's art involved because it's almost like you put money on the wall. And when people see money, you just get a little more excited. That's why strip clubs are so much fun. When you see money up in the air and it's slowly going down, people are like, you know what? Tonight's a good night. I got a feeling. So when you go to Art Basel and then there's like expensive art everywhere, there's a DJ, from Ibiza playing, and then there's millionaires hanging out, talking to your girl, right? There's some fine bartenders that's probably getting paid $600 an hour to bartend there. There's just so much money being pumped into Art Basel events that you just feel like, bro, who cares about the art at this point? I just want to be around these people and continue being around these people for about a week or so. And you know why Art Basel's a week long? Because after a week, your body gives out, all right? Anything after a week of partying, what are you doing to yourself? Your stress level's going up, your cortisol. Oh, man. You go to the hospital for exhaustion. What happened to him? Oh, he was like 8 Art Basel events this week. Oh, my God. You need rest. One more night. One more night of partying. All right. We're down to the last 3 minutes here. Guys, if you want to support the podcast, make sure you buy yourself a hat. Go to miamicomedy.com/shop. Get yourself some gear. And as for events, this evening, we're kicking off Art Basel Week. 2 shows this evening. The first one is the Red Bar Brickle at 8 o'clock. All right, that's every Monday. And then the second show will be at the Thank You Miami Cocina and Beer House over in Little Havana, and that's a late night show at 9 o'clock. So if you're looking to see the art of stand-up comedy and all the things that are being said, especially during these times, which are very tense politically, socially, stand-up comedy is probably one of the best ways to, get the tension out. Go out there, mingle with some people with some really good sense of humors, if you can say it like that. Go mingle with some people that have a good sense of humor. And then you go out, and then you could probably make a friend. They might be a local. They might be a tourist. Either way, if they're at a comedy show, believe me, they've got a great personality. And if you're hungry, Thank You Miami has some of the best late-night munchy food you've ever tasted, especially in a place like Little Havana. Burgers, quesadillas, loaded fries, you name it. And it's all done by the owner. So you know he's got to go all out because he's got to impress you, man. There's no better feeling knowing that your food was made by an owner of the place in the back cooking your food. There's hardly any places that are like that. There's a handful. But the ones that do have the owners out there, believe me, they're going to pour their heart and soul on that burger. Something as simple as a burger. All right? Blood, sweat, and tears, but not literally, okay? Because that's kind of gross. All right? And then tomorrow we're at Dom's and Brickell. I should make an announcement, however. There is no show at the SLS Hotel for November 30th because of Art Basel. They're going to be doing their own private event there, which I highly recommend you try to sneak into. Oh, and that's another thing about Art Basel. Are you sneaking into any events? Do you know anyone that'll sneak you in? All right, everybody knows everyone during Art Basel. Do you know who your connect is when it comes to going into an event? Because you need to know somebody in order to get in. All right? If you're in art, I feel bad. All right, so if there's any fine girls that are visiting Miami during Art Basel, you know you're going to get into places easily. That's all you got to do. You just got to be fine. You got to be a good-looking girl, and then you get automatic pass to just about any Art Basel event you want. But the poor guys, if you're a tourist and you're coming to Miami for Art Basel and, you're a cis masculine male, good luck getting anywhere, bro. You ain't going nowhere. So come out to a comedy show. We're going to take care of you, okay? Because the only people that are really benefiting are the locals that know somebody and the fine girls, and maybe even a sugar daddy from out of town because of all the money they've got. But if you're a regular guy coming from Colorado to Miami for Art Basel, guess what? No one's going to let you in, all right? Especially when you're walking around Miami with a red beanie on. You Colorado people like dressing like that, with your plaid shirts, with your flannel shirts and your darker shorts. People are going to look at you. You're going to be blocked immediately from the door. Okay? So go out there, get yourself some Miami clothes. You got to be undercover. Okay, all you people out there outside of Miami visiting during Art Basel, go undercover because they will cut your blow and they won't let you in anywhere if they find out that you're from out of town. Okay, Miami is exclusively for the locals and for the tourists that are good looking. If you're a 6 or a 7, you ain't gonna enjoy Art Basel fully, bro. You're limited. If you're a 6 or a 7 or a male, your Art Basel experience will be very limited. Okay? So try your best to come off as Miami as you can. Gather up your money, cash out your 401k, and just go have fun as much as you can in our city during these times. All right. That is it for the Miami Comedy Podcast. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I always have a lot of fun recording these live. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post these. We're over on Podcasting World as well, MiamiComedy.com/podcast. I'll see you guys on the next episode. I'll try to do these a little more often. I've missed you guys. I've missed live streaming, and this was great. So let's get started in the podcast once again. Oh, yeah, Instagram.com/Miami Comedy Podcast. We're going to be posting clips there as well. I think we're also on TikTok. I think it's also the same, at Miami Comedy Podcast. All right, buddy. Have a great week. See you soon.